Hey everybody, it's Sarge. Okay, I'm going to show you this 96 Sprint bass boat. This OMC made it, and I'm pretty much restoring it. I've already replaced the water pump in the lower unit, checked everything out, changed the oil, it's good to go. I've replaced both thermostats. I've put the E3s in there, spark plugs in there. I pulled out the rotten wood that was down here supporting the batteries, and I put one of them old, it was being thrown away by a grocery store, and you can see where I have taken and made a shelf out of it for my batteries that will fit perfectly in here. And what I did was I put nylocks to hold them together. It's one of those crates, you know, that had fruit in it, or else it had some sodas or something. But there's what it looks like down in there. You can see the two pumps. The one on the bottom of this picture is the one for the live well. There's the two hoses for the live well, and one's intake and one's, you know, exhaust of water. And that down there is the pumps water out the bottom of the hull. I can't think of the name of it all of a sudden. But anyway, you can see there's the nylocks I was using. And it's the bilge pump, basically. Can't find out if either one of them work until I replace all the switches. This old prop it was bent over, and I pretty much beat it out. I talked to a friend of mine in Mississippi who is a brother in the Father and in the Lord, and he told me just put some heat to it and beat it back out, and so I did. And it's not too bad. It was bent all, it was folded all the way over. So it's stainless steel. You gotta be careful with stainless steel. But this is a new steering cable, and the new steering that I replaced right here, you can see the bottom of it, so that, oh, it turns nice. And the good thing, in the yard, gotta keep my dog in the yard. My German Shepherd likes to wander around. Stay in the yard, Bo. And the good thing about that rack steering is that it doesn't have that play, the prop play that makes you want to turn your cable steering around. It wants to turn your steering wheel. Well, that's not going to happen on this one. Think about putting a hot foot on it. But it's got a good 24 volt trolling motor. I've got new electronics, so I'll be putting on a couple of new transducers. And I'm going to be getting rid of this little dude and putting the lighted part inside this rub rail right here. Just cut the rope out and get you a clear piece of tubing that'll fit in there, which I believe is probably only going to be 3/8 inch, maybe, yeah, 3/8 ought to do it. And you put it inside that tube, and then you install it on your boat, and you're good to go. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do that. My nephew works for Galati's down in Destin. He keeps all the boats shined. He's going to come up here and buff this thing out for me, see if we can get this gel coat to shine again. It's old. And I've got to put all new switches in it, because, you know, the switches are old. Everything on it's old, so I'm replacing pretty much everything on it. And there's the switchboard. There's the capacitor for the air, you know, the water for the live well. So it goes on to auto. When that thing reaches a certain amount of voltage, pow, it turns it back on. There's the old switchboard. These switches, I have 4 of these 3-pole switches, and on here I have 3 of the 5-pole switches. The poles are how many terminals are on the back. The females coming out, or the males coming out and the females go on there. And I looked everywhere for those switches and could not find those switches for less than $24. And guess where I found them for less than $7? It'll blow your mind. I found them at Walmart.com, and I checked everywhere else. Electrical supply, I'm an HVAC guy, so you know I can go to electrical supply companies. I've got my HVAC certification and my Freon cert card, and got to replace these seats, which are still usable, but you know, you're gonna redo a boat, make it look brand new. You got to